Let me try this out. All right, let's see if it's working this time. Finally, there we go. Now I got it working. Fuck you, Blaze. Haha. I got it to work. But I figured out why it didn't want to work. It's because my console needed to restart. So I had to reset my PlayStation. Anyway, we're back up and running this time. So screw Blaze, by the way. He said he cut my mic, but no, in reality, my console just needed to be reset for some reason. But anyway, now we're good enough to do the episode. As welcome now to another episode of Fighting Spirit. Tonight, we're going to have a Christmas special. This is going to be a two-part Christmas special. 6 matches in part 1, and I believe we'll have 8 or 9 in part number 2. But we got a great show lined up for tonight. Yeah, there we go. Macau. Hey, Macau's even here. Great, we got a great one. And I forgot to turn entrances off. Oh, well. It's John. Oh, John McClane is here. Is John McClane here? Maybe. He might be in the crowd. I hope he's in the crowd. But we're going to kick off part 1 with a Brass Knuckles Championship. This is basically like our 24/7 title. In a 4-way, as the current champion Malachi Abramoff will be defending against Jake Lee, the former champion, Zach York, and Yuji Nagata. Devin is saying he's still too dizzy from the Burning Hammer. Well, hopefully Devin recovers, because he's in a big main event tonight. He'll be in the main event of part number 2, as he'll be in an 8-man tag match alongside of the number 1 contender for the world title, Tomohon Honda, Britt, and Kenta Kobashi, as they face off against the Master Militia, the world champion Paul Weiss, Joe Master, Con Chang, and David Finlay. That will be your main event of part number 2. The main event of part number 1, Brandon Styles will be putting his Hybrid Weight Championship on the line in a triple threat match as he defends against both John Michael DeSanta and Baron Von Farkas. So big match for Brandon later on in this main event of part number 1. So Brandon's going to be hoping for a Christmas miracle if he wants to keep his championship. Macau saying he's going to replay Godfather on the Xbox 360, and he had a 30-minute police chase. God damn, Macau, calm down. Devin's talking about he's got a surprise for the second part. Well, Blaze is going to be in for a big surprise. He's got a huge match later in part number 2. Blaze will have to take on the owner of MEOW, Antonio Inoki. So Blaze will be in for a big-time matchup. And Inoki said to Michael Blaze, if Blaze wins tonight, he can have a World Championship match. Cal says he wish he would recorded the 30-minute police chase he had on Godfather. Yeah, that would be hilarious to watch. Got a good job taking away that chair from Jake Lee. Nagata's going to be the most experienced in this match. Nagata's been in so many multi-man matches in his career. It'll probably take a whole month just to explain all of them. He's headlocked, though, by the former champion Jake Lee. Malachi Abramoff won the championship in the last episode, pinning Jake Lee off a military press slam. The thing with Malachi Abramoff is he either retains the championship and goes on to have like a decent reign with the belt, or he loses it in his first defense. It's 50-50 for Malachi Abramoff. Devin talked about how he's going to try to, that the surprise they had is going to involve Honda and Paul Weiss. Yeah, the big main event for the final episode of 2024, which I believe will be after Christmas, will be the huge matchup between Tomohon Honda and Paul Weiss. Choke slam to Zach York. York in trouble on a breakup by Yuji Nagata. Also, other people in action tonight. You're going to have the tag team titles on the line. Clark Connors and Trill Maloney defending against High Nude. Also in part 1, Jack Anderson looks to try to win his first singles title against the openweight champion Billy Paul. You also have an international tag team title match in part 2, as it will be Bretton Obama and Brave Clown defending their international tag team championships against House of Torture's Sho and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Also, Marcus has put out a open challenge for the BMW World Championship, as that will be defended later tonight in part number 2 against whoever answers the open the open challenge. Devin's trying to knock on Inoki's door, which Inoki's, of course, going to answer that. Inoki will answer that, knowing him. Because Inoki's not really concerned about his match against Michael Blaze later tonight. Because let's face it, is Blaze really going to beat Inoki? No, because Blaze can't even beat Mr. 2K. And speaking of Mr. 2K, him, Booster, and Riot will be involved in a 6-man tag later tonight against Bull Run and Ray Little. It'd be hilarious, though, if Bull Run and Ray Little lose to Mr. 2K, Riot, and Booster. Good little toss there by Lee off a scoop slam, and now Malachi Abramoff, I thought he was trying to end Zach York, but I guess not. Devin's asking to Inoki, he's got an idea. I wonder what the idea that Devin has. Nice kendo stick shot by Yuji Nagata. Now York's going to go for the kendo stick too. We're going to have a little bit of a chaotic fight on the floor. And unlike Ken here, I'm not going to be going on rants every 5 minutes here, because Ken decided earlier today in the Elimination Chamber episode of CTL earlier today, he decided to go on a rant like every 5 minutes, either because he's too kiss-heavy to DJ's ass, or he's too busy talking about how he sent a letter to Justin Trudeau, even though that really no one cared about that. Or Devin, or not Devin, or Ken's talking shit about Devin, or he's talking something about kissing DJ's ass, or he's talking about this or that, or Beige Cowboy, or... And Ken never shuts his mouth when it comes to friggin' rants. There's a face break shot there to Malachi, and a breakup by Nagata. Oh, looks like a camera cut out before Devin could say anything to Inoki. Nagata's going to lock in a Nagata lock here. Beautiful Nagata lock here on Jake Lee. And a breakup there by Zach York. Ken Chrysler says you started it, Marcus. Hey, first of all, Ken Chrysler, I'm not Marcus. You're talking to the commentator of MLW. You're talking to Xavier Martinez, not Marcus. Nice kick up on Nagata. Also, Ken, you started it because you were too busy. You're being too busy getting your ass handed to you by the Beige Cowboy, and that you can't beat the Beige Cowboy. And 3, you're also been kissing DJ's ass like he's your father, so... Maybe Ken's real daddy is DJ. Who knows? And Blaze says, zip it, Ken. And Devin says, screw you, Ken. I agree with Devin there, but I don't agree with Blaze. Blaze is asking Ken where old Twig is, because he stole his car. I don't even think Blaze is a car. I think Blaze is saying that because he's jealous of everyone. Blaze is worse than Old Twig if Old Twig wasn't even on steroids. Blaze would definitely not be able to beat Old Twig if Twig was like 90 years old. Ken says Paul Weiss is your daddy, boy. I don't know why Ken is saying that, considering that Ken lost to Paul Weiss in that chamber or not, no. Sorry, no he didn't. He lost to Con Chain. So, I don't know why Ken is saying that Paul Weiss is my daddy, considering that I'm not even affiliated with Paul Weiss and never faced Paul Weiss in my lifetime. And 2, Ken lost to Con Chain in that chamber match. Was it Ken or was it someone else? No, I think it was Ken. I think it was Ken who was in the chamber. He lost to Con Chain, so what's the sense of you talking crap there, Ken? If Ken was actually the man that he says he is, he would actually face the people that he talks bad about in the ring. But knowing Ken, he doesn't have the balls to do that. Ken says that it was a 1 out of 6 chance of winning. So what? There's been people that have started a Royal Rumble match from number 1 and 2 and went on to win the match. Look at Shawn Michaels, 1995. Started the Rumble match at number 1, and what happened? He won the damn thing. And who was the person that was the runner-up? Oh, the British Bulldog. And guess what? He was number 2. And both men lasted until the final 2. Ken says that they're on steroids. Well, I don't know. Maybe the Bulldog might have been, but Shawn Michaels wasn't. Ken's just jealous because he can't do anything. And the only times he ever does anything is whenever people get involved in stuff, because they hate the opponent that he's facing. Big time net breaker by Malachi Abramoff. No one apparently wants me in the ring other than Yuji Nagata. There's a sledgehammer by York. Blaze is showing the middle finger to Ken. Look, I would give Ken credit. He's better than Michael Blaze, because Blaze sucks. Ken at least can say that he's won a few matches in his lifetime. But Blaze can't even win anything. Like, I don't know who has lost more in 2024 this year. Either Blaze or the Canadian economy. Devin's asking if he can be the special guest referee in that match. Maybe I don't think the match will be happening tonight, Devin. Because this is not the final episode of 2024. That's the only issue. And that title match is planned for the final match, final episode 2024. Big DDT by Zach York here on the outside of the ring. York's twin brother and enemies, Jamie York, is defending his international championship in Part 2 when he defends against Masawa Tanaka. And York's going to have to be sure that he keeps his head on a swivel. And here's Blaze again, but this time it's Captain Awesome, who he'll be in a match later. Iron Taylor will be in a tag match later tonight in part number 2. So, well, I have an idea for the final episode then. They said the final episode won't be happening until after Christmas time. Don't know when after Christmas time, but I believe it'll be before the end of 2024. Probably won't be until like the 30th of December or 31st. It'll be either New Year's Eve or the day before then. Nice shots of the baseball bat by Jake Lee, but countered by Malachi Abramoff. Blaze says, I'm tired of Booster, he turned on me. Well, Booster's in a match later, Blaze, but you're not in the match. You got Inoki tonight, Blaze. So hopefully you got your wrestling suit on or whatever you friggin' wear. Because you got to face Antonio Inoki later. And knowing Inoki, he's not going to go easy on you, Blaze. Inoki's been waiting to put his hands on Michael Blaze in a one-on-one matchup. And finally, Inoki's going to get the chance to do that in part number 2. We got a Nagata lock on Lee here on the floor. Blaze has shoved a crew member. That's a fine for Michael Blaze for $200,000. At least he didn't say the name that he's not allowed to say here. Same with Booster, but Booster knows better. Devin said he nearly had that chamber match won, but John's too much. Well, John's a freak of damn nature, that's why. That's why John won. He's a freak of damn nature. Macau saying he saw Sonic 3 and it was good. Yeah, I plan on watching Sonic 3, but not until the New Year. Same with Nosferatu. I already actually have tickets to Nosferatu on January the 3rd. I bought them earlier today. And that's a fine for Michael Blaze. Blaze is going to get a $500,000 fine for saying the name that he's not allowed to say. Blaze said high energy, so that means that's going to be a fine to Michael Blaze. He's not allowed to say high energy. Cal says, Devin, you did great for number 1, yeah. Booster says we kicked Blaze out of our group. Yep, that is true. However, Malachi Abramoff to retain his title here, and he does. Malachi Abramoff successfully defends the Brass Knuckles Championship. So that would mean Malachi Abramoff only has to get through one more episode after tonight's, and he'll be going into 2025 as Brass Knuckles Champion. It's a big one, and I'm not even going to say how much money that Blaze owes after that, but Devin just low-blowed Malachi Abramoff. Macau asked me if I'm excited or worried for 2K25. I'm actually worried. I'm worried for 2K25. I don't know. For this game, I don't know. I need to see a little bit first before I get any more, ups about it, but I just got a bad feeling about 2K25 this year. Riot says Blaze is the reason why we always lost. Well, I mean, Riot, you tapped out in the 8-man tag last episode, but Blaze didn't really do much either. Alright, here's your next title match of the evening. It's going to be for the Trios Championships, as John Moxley, Brody Williams, and Jeff Cobb will defend the Trios Championships against Bad Intentions, Earl Anderson, Doc Gallows, and Giant Bernard. Devin's asking, he's got a Devin wants a matchup against Malachi Abramoff. Well, he's going to get it because the Brass Knuckles Championship is basically our 24/7 title. Blaze says, I don't need anyone except myself. Are you sure? Because you can't win anything by yourself. The most recent victory that Michael Blaze has is in a tag team match, and that was with Scott Steiner. That was like a month and a half ago, and that match was won by Scott Steiner and not by Michael Blaze. And besides, Blaze got his ass carried throughout that whole match by Scott Steiner. Other than that win, Blaze has done nothing this whole second half of the year. Old Twig says you're going to lose at Mania. Yeah, I agree with Old Twig. Old Twig might be old as hell, but he has a better winning percentage and career record than Michael Blaze does. I mean, I've seen Young Lions win more matches than Michael Blaze has this calendar year. And Young Lions only win like 1 to 2 matches every year. I mean, hell, you take the best Young Lion record from this year, Shomakato. He's probably got like, what, a 4-25 record or like a 4-35 record? That's still better than Michael Blaze. Blaze, just shut up, old man. Old Twig. And Devin's saying, Ken, I have a proposition for you. Ken's not going to answer that, Devin. You know better than that. Bob up in the air, good counter. Oh, Moxley! Moxley with a pile driver to Giant Bernard. Big time pile driver by Moxley. Now Moxley's looking to try to end it, but no, he's caught by Gallows. And Gallows with a bear hug. See, look, I'm already doing better than WWE is with Gallows and Anderson. Gallows and Anderson barely do anything these days on WWE, but on here they're doing a lot more. Whoa, Cobb with a beautiful move to the floor. Good counter by Gallows. Gallows with Moxley up. Fireman's carry into a suplex. Kick out though by Carl Anderson. Moxley's out from that fireman's carry by Gallows, and here we go. It's Gallows pole. Gallows pole and a break up by Cobb. Booster says from now on, every time I say high energy, it comes out of Blaze's pocket. No, Booster. It still comes out of your pocket. It still comes out of your pocket. It's copyright. And you're one of the people in that copyright contract that's not allowed to say it. And again, Blaze had to pay more fines. Again, this is why we don't pay Blaze what it says on his contract. We just give it to the people that he pisses off. Anderson the cover for the titles, and a kick out there by Williams. Now covered by Gallows, and a kick out by Cobb. Gun stun! No, it's blocked by Brody Williams. It went for a gun stun, but good job for Brody to escape a gun stun. Because we all know that if Anderson hits a gun stun, it's game over. And Bernard drops Cobb off the apron of the ring. Gallows with a throat strike there on Brody Williams. Gallows is going to work right to the lower back of Brody, and Blaze says, you're mean, I hope Santa brings you coal. No, Blaze, you're mean, because you're an idiot. And besides, Blaze, I don't believe in Santa Claus. Devin's saying he's not going to get next year's game, I'm not going to risk it. I can see why. It's kind of smart. Like I said, I don't know what I want to do about 25. I might not get it, I may get it, or I might not get it. It's weird. Oh, Brody with a pile driver on the floor to Doc Gallows. Moxley, they'll fire it up on the floor. Oh, good job, cameraman. Hey, cameraman, fix your damn perspective. Oh, God. There we go. Good job, cameraman. You fixed your damn camera. Blaze says, I don't believe in him. Either he is fat and needs Weight Watchers, Blaze, you don't believe in anything anyway. The only person you believe in is yourself, which is terrible to begin with, considering that you're an awful wrestler. And besides, Blaze, you call everyone fat, or you tell them that you need to do Weight Watchers. Blaze says energy high, which is allowed to be said. He's allowed to say energy high. He just can't say high energy. Rank up by Brody Williams to keep the belts on him and Moxley and Cobb. Bernard from behind's got Brody up. Oh gosh! Back suplex, backbreaker by Giant Bernard. Moxley with a punch on the apron of the ring. Bernard's trying to put away Brody but can't. But stopped by Moxley. Moxley to a cover to retain the titles here. Kick out. And a sucker punch to Doc Gallows. Cover by Brody Williams to retain the titles. Kick out. And now a Death Rider to Giant Bernard. Here's the cover to Bernard. No! Kick out by Bernard. And Cobb throwing around Carl Anderson. Wait a minute. Gallows pull. Kick out for Anderson, but a Gallows pull to Brody Williams. Covered by Gallows. And a breakup by Moxley and Cobb. Booster says, how is it okay to say energy high but not the other one? Because that's not copyrighted. Devin says, Blaze, you need Weight Watchers. Now shut the hell up. No, he needs Wrestling Watchers. Oh, choke bomb! Choke bomb! And a breakup by Brody. And now Gallows with another, this time Gallows pull! Where's the referee? There's the referee! And kick out for Cobb. Blaze a shove booster, big splash by Gallows on Cobb. Counter by Brody. Macau saying he's getting in trouble on Godfather. Of course you are. You're Macau, I'm not surprised. That's all the stuff you do in those anyway. Big kick by Moxley. Moxley jumping neckbreaker drop. Beautiful from Moxley. Blaze says he played Gordon on Power Rangers. No, you did not, Blaze. You don't have an acting career or credit to do that, Blaze. Well, a belly to Moxley by Gallows, and a kick there. Good counter by Cobb. Nice for Anderson with a Russian leg sweep. Brody's caught. Beautiful roll through by Gallows. Gallows to take it here. And almost three, but a kick out Brody Williams. We almost had new trios champions. And now here's a cover by Anderson. Anderson for the titles. And a kick out Moxley. Oh, Brody's going for a pile driver on Bernard. And got him. Pile driver to Giant Bernard. Cover on Bernard. They'll retain. Broken up by Anderson. On Gallows. Here we go. Choke slam. TKO. Double covers. Gallows. Kick out Cobb. Cover and a breakup by Moxley. Blaze says if I lose my match, I'm blaming Ken and Gabe. No, you're not. Oh, just like, again, Blaze being, getting copyrighted. Blaze, why are you saying these copyrighted things? Devin says, Blaze, at least I have somewhat of an acting career, but you don't. Exactly. Back suplex by Anderson. That was beautiful. This has just been an absolute war for the trios titles. This isn't the first time that these teams have faced off those belts anyway. Anderson's got him up. Fisherman's neckbreaker. And here's a cover again, this time on Brody for the titles. And they got him. We got new champions. We just got brand new trios champions. Giant Bernard, Carl Anderson, Doc Gallows. Anderson pins Brody Williams. And that's our first new champions of tonight. That's a shocker. I didn't expect bad intentions to win those titles tonight, but they beat Brody Williams, Moxley, and Cobb. It wasn't even with like a gun stun or a Gallows pull, Bernard driver. It's just a simple fisherman's neckbreaker. Blaze says that he's offering all the fans a copy of his championship and he'll sign it. Yeah, that's not happening because Blaze's championship is worth like nothing. And besides, Blaze, you don't have a championship because you haven't even won a damn title. Like, what has really Blaze ever done to even deserve a championship to begin with? I mean, yeah, Blaze technically has won a championship before. He has won the Shockwave Wrestling World Championship and the KOPW Championship here. But, like, the Shockwave Wrestling title doesn't really count as a title reign for Blaze because he got fired 2 episodes later. So we don't really count that as a championship reign for Michael Blaze. And the KOPW one, well, Blaze didn't even make it past the first defense. He lost it immediately to Booster. And yeah, Blaze's title got thrown to a wood chipper anyway by Zach York. So again, to burst Blaze's bubble like he even has one, he doesn't have a championship. It's called what happens when Blaze doesn't realize that he's a dumbass. And unlike Daniel the D, there is no D in Blaze. Devin St. Man, if only could challenge Vice for that title, but you got screwed. Well, you did get the shot at Vice, but you lost by countout thanks to Colin Chang. Macau says you don't try to do top movies of 2024. That would be a little bit of a tough one because there were some good movies in 2024. So some of them are going to be a little hard to rank. Like Deadpool Wolverine was pretty good. I haven't seen Nosferatu yet, but I believe that's going to definitely be in my top 5. Oh, Gore! Or not a Gore, sorry, that's a different move name. Sorry, by Cover Clark Connors and no kick out. Blaze has $1 trillion for a lucky fan. So wait a second. Blaze is asking for $1 trillion to sign a title? No, Blaze, no one's going to pay that price for our signed championship. Finished issue is all the good ones came out in December. Yeah, a lot of the good movies came out in December or really late into the year. Yeah, like Nosferatu, Sonic 3. What else is really good that came out in December? I know I'm missing one. Nice knee by Blackjack Steve. Blackjack Steve as Maloney with a gut wrench. Devin says that it's going to be Nosferatu and then killed in Deadpool Wolverine. Yeah? I mean, mine right now would be... I forgot what my favorite movie of the year is, just because it's been a while. Just 1 second here, gotta look up my list again. It's on my phone. Blaze says I have a movie about myself. Yeah, and it's probably really bad. Connors, another cover. Clark to retain. Nope, kick out by Blackjack Steve. No one wants. Oh, The Substance. That's my favorite movie of 2024. The Substance is my favorite movie of 2024. Oh, what a Blackjack Steve with a power on Clark Connors. Gorilla press, dropping him in the middle of the ring. Yeah, I would put Kill in my top 10. I wouldn't put it as my favorite movie, as that's The Substance. Blaze says he filmed on a 20-year old camera. Well, there's been movies that are better than yours, Blaze, and they'll filmed on older cameras. Alabama Slam by Blackjack Steve. Yeah, The Substance was pretty good. It's a different movie than a lot of movies that came out this year. And besides, I like body horror anyway. I like body horror movies. It's going to be a good one of those that come out next year. Big knee by Clark Connors. Don't know if I might put Dune Part 2 on my top 10. I'm not sure. Oh, Terrifier 3 is definitely a top 10 movie from this year. While Drilla Bill's going to try to hit a driller killer here. I'll make a movie with a calculator better than you, says Macau. There you go. I could probably film a movie on a potato and be better. And Drilla gets a 3. Drilla Killa for the win. The champs retain tonight, and that's going to be a little bit of a crappy outcome for some people. Oh, I've seen Aurora. I'll put Aurora in my top 5. That was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty overhyped, but it's not in my top 5. It'll be my top 10 for Dune 2. Blaze has just tripped an old lady. Oh, come on. Blaze, what the hell's wrong with you? The champions here retain. I liked Heretic, too. That was pretty good. Not my top 10, but that was a good movie. Not going to put Gladiator 2 in my top 10, which kind of sucks, but it was still a decent movie. Alright, Billy Paul, Jack Anderson coming up next for the Openweight Championship. I haven't seen Y2K yet, which I think that's going to be good, though. What else here? Oh, Sonic 3 would probably be in my top 10 if I would see it in time. Nosferatu would probably be my favorite of the year. Hensdale had way too many fun in Gladiator 2. Yeah, he definitely did. Yeah, Deadpool Wolverine would be in the top 5. Not Maxine. I feel like putting Long Legs in my top 10. I'm probably going to put Long Legs in my top 10, but more so like number 9. It's another really good film that came out this year. Definitely not Borderlands. Oh, Alien Romulus. I had a pretty good time watching that, so I'd put Alien Romulus in my top 10. Well, Late Night would be top 5, but only 5 made sense. Blaze says she pushed me first. Blaze, what is wrong with you? Again, Blaze going after old people, which is not a surprise for Michael Blaze, because really Blaze hates everybody, but what's the sense? There's another movie I feel like I'm missing, but just is not hitting my brain right now. Oh, Civil War. I liked Civil War. I'd probably put Civil War in my top 10. That's really all I can remember from this year, those movies. But I'll make my own top 10 of 2024 as well. Blaze says, move out of my way, you little... Oh my god, Blaze. Blaze is losing his damn mind. Just because he tripped an old person. I don't think Blaze and... Yeah, Blaze and old people don't mix, which means he's going... Which makes sense for him and Old Twig. I'll probably put Ken on that list. Ken's old because he's Ken. Well, Ken talks like an old person because he's basically talks crap about all these young things. Blaze says, boo-hoo, go cry to mommy. No, Blaze, that's your job because you keep losing everything. Again, Blaze still has not beaten Mr. 2K, and yet Blaze is what? I think he's 0-2-1? Which is 2 losses by Mr. 2K, and then he was in a match that he lost in with Mr. 2K, but neither Blaze or Mr. 2K were pinned. Blaze says he cheated. No, he didn't, Blaze. You cheated. You cheated and won the matches, and you still lost. Do you know why? Because you're dumb. You're dumb, you're stupid, and you can't do anything. No, I have not this year. I have not yet. Blaze says, I don't like children and old people. Okay, so it's confirmed. He doesn't like Old Twig because he's old? And he doesn't like Ken because he's a child. Blaze is still crying because he hasn't beat Mr. 2K yet. Again, not a surprise considering how bad Blaze is at wrestling. He didn't even beat Mr. 2K, who's a 55 overall. Who I have at, like, I think a 71 or not a 71. I have him like at a 75 or something like that. It's either a 75 or an 81. And Blaze still can't beat him. And now Blaze is having a stroke. Or little people, says Blaze. You know what, that fits Blaze. They hate people that are smaller than him. In what sense? His record is smaller than everyone else. Hell, Blaze should probably hate himself considering his package is small as well. Or in his balls, but yet Blaze probably doesn't have any of those. And Blaze is still having a stroke. Good God. Blaze, how about you fix your damn speech impairment? How about that? Or maybe we should just call an ambulance for Michael Blaze, and he keeps having these strokes. With Billy Paul here on the floor and the axe handle to Jack Anderson. Good counter, though, by Billy Paul. And Blaze decided to pass out. I guess it became Peter when Peter Griffin was saying "bird is the word," and they decided to pass out at one point during the song. Then just randomly wake up and be completely fine. Billy Paul throwing around Anderson, but we're at a count of 11. Blaze is still having a stroke. Good God, Blaze. Blaze, just fix your damn self. Someone take Blaze's batteries out of him and put some new batteries in Michael Blaze, please. He's concerning. Oh, wait a minute. Billy Paul with a big-time bomb right to Jack Anderson. That might do it. Has Billy Paul retained the championship? Yes, he has. Blaze says, I didn't like that one movie with her little daughter where she met little people. Typical Blaze, he asked to hate a movie of historic resemblance in The Wizard of Oz. Typical Blaze. Crew member said Blaze did it to Peter Griffin. Alright, KOPW Championship time. Ren Narita, the champion, will be defending against Yoshinari Ogawa, who has Misawa on his corner. Well, Ren Narita, of course, is being flanked by House of Torture, but this time it's not Dick Togo and Evil, it's Yoshinobu Kanemaru and Sho. Which means, great, I have to watch Sho's pathetic face, which means I have to look at Sho, which I hate that. And a crew member just said to Peter that Blaze called him fat. Are we really surprised? Blaze calls everyone fat, no matter how, skinny they are. Blaze is one of the people that will go into a hospital and go to the room that people, are super skinny down to the bone and say to them that they look fat. That doesn't mean I do it, but Blaze does. Blaze is the Wizard of Oz. Why would you want to watch that garbage? Blaze, it's a movie of historic culture, okay? Maybe I watch it is because it's a good movie, and probably because it's better than you. A sleepfrog by Ogawa with a beautiful tilt-a-whirl backbreaker on Narita. The Crimes just said Carl. Did I see Wicket? Nope. I didn't want to see that mid trash from what people keep calling it. Oh, come on. Sho's got a steel chair, and Misawa went over to Sho and said, put that chair down. Good. I don't want to see Sho with a steel chair. That's not good. Yeah, and that's someone who's worse than Sho when it comes to attitude. But he's better than Blaze as a wrestler, and that's Sho. I can't stand Sho. Sho's probably the guy that I can't stand at all. Well, even though he's a better wrestler than Blaze, I can stand Blaze more than I can stand Sho. Blaze says, where's Quagmire? He's not here, Blaze. And Devin saying you hate the movie. I think it's really mid. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's really mid. Power bomb by the champion, Ren Narita. And now Narita again going right for that back of Ogawa with those double knees to the spine. And here's a cover by the champion to retain his title. Look at this. Look at this. Sho's on the top of the apron. Someone get this man down from there. And Show thrown near the steps by Misawa. Good for Misawa to get in the face of Show. And Show was thrown into the barricade by Misawa. Good for him to teach it to Show. Macau said it was good, but it was overrated. Yeah, there's definitely movies like that this year, and that's one of them. Narita goes for the arm of Ogawa. Ogawa counters. Tilt-a-whirl. Oh, tilt-a-whirl into a small package to win the championship. Oh, and he got two. That was close. Ogawa with a tilt-a-whirl small package, which is something that Blaze couldn't pull off because Blaze sucks at wrestling. Ogawa up in the air here. Narita tossed the immediately exposed turnbuckle. Thanks, ref. How about you do your job and fix the turnbuckle? Cover here, Narita to retain, and a kick out by Ogawa. Devin saying he might make his own list to post on his own channel. Oh, wait a minute, Ogawa! There's the back suplex to the hold! Yoshinari Ogawa got the three! Thank God we don't have a title now on House of Torture. The KOPW title is no longer with House of Torture. Yoshinari Ogawa. That classic back suplex hold for three. And now House of Torture is only down to just one championship now. Thank God. We got a new champion, even though he's called the scum of the earth. He ain't that tonight. He's now the king of wrestling. Oh, House of Torture's trying to drop Misawa, but Misawa's giving it right to them. They're not going to stop the GOAT. Blaze just slapped Josiah. He said, if you get smart with me again, you can join Blaze, says Booster. Oh, great. Now Josiah's being a dumbass again. Not a surprise. And here's your main event of part number 1. Brandon's going to be in for the fight of his life, and he's going to need a Christmas miracle if he wants to walk out with the championship, as he defends against Baron von Farkas and John Michael DeSanta. Yeah, Styles is going to need something. He's going to need a prayer to the heavens above if he wants to keep this title. Two very strong guys, and two guys that are better than Brandon are. And two absolute forces of nature. Josiah just said, I'm quitting. I'm going solo. Devin said that John might win 2 titles tonight. Yeah, he very well could. I mean, John is a former CTL World Champion. And you never know, he might be MEOW World Champion at some point as well. And he's current 24/7 champion over in CTL. On clubbing blow to the chest by Farkas. Booster just said, mind your own business, commentator. I don't care, Blaze. Booster, shut up. Back elbow by Farkas on Styles, and Styles is getting beaten up early on by the two powerhouses. Booster says, go solo, you loser. No one likes you anyway, not even your brother. Well, that's not a surprise. I don't like Josiah anyway. Oh my God, sidebreaker. Sidebreaker right to the back of Baron von Farkas from John, and John just tossing around Styles. Styles couldn't even put his arms around John. John just pushed him away. And a big, beautiful German suplex toss, and Farkas to win the title. Farkas covers Styles. 2-0, a kick out for Brandon. And now, look at this, Farkas again going right for Brandon. John back into the ring here, and stepping right on the ribs is Farkas. It's not looking good for the champion. The champion's been beaten up all match long so far. So we need to fight out of the pit that he's in. Power slam from John, and Styles kicks John. John rolls out of the ring. Smart idea by John, and a nice hurricanrana from Brandon. Brandon's beating some good talent to retain that title, but this is his toughest challenge yet. Kicks by Brandon. And now Brandon, these combination shots to John. Stomping foot, big knee, and finally John goes down. Devin is staring down the ring while he's watching the matchup here, and a slap to the face of John. Styles, oh no, we got a kendo stick thrown right at him and John from Farkas. Styles from behind, beautiful poison rana. Booster saying this match is boring. Booster, you're boring. And a kick out from Farkas. This is the main event of part number 1. Part number 2 will have more matches in it. Brandon, oh no, he missed. Brandon missed in the corner, and a nice counter though from the champion. Up in the air, John with a backbreaker. And again, now this time slamming him around. Cover from John to win, and a breakup from Brandon. Oh, and Brandon got caught by John. John with snake eyes on Brandon Styles. Oh, wait a minute here, Farkas. Going for the signature triple power bombs to John. Did Blaze brainwash Booster? I don't think so. I think Blaze is just an idiot, and his just being around Blaze is bad. Counter by Farkas. Baron von Farkas doing everything he can to win the hybrid title, and Brandon thrown head first in the corner. Uh-oh. Oh, this is not good for Brandon. Oh, wait, stopped by the body of John. Oh, Spanish fly from Brandon Styles. Boot missed by John. Brandon, Hurricane Rana. And now Farkas. Shoulder tackle. Well, he's going for a drop toe hold, but never mind. Oh, power slam. Blocked by Brandon. And Brandon with a springboard. Beautiful from Brandon Styles. Styles to retain the title here. Booster says, "Are you laughing at me, Riot? Why don't you join Blaze and Josiah?" No, I think Riot is laughing because he's Riot. He laughs at everything. Oh, again, Brandon. Brandon again tried to go for something big, but it was stopped. Every time Brandon goes for something, he just can't go for it as it stops. Oh, bear hug into a slam. Farkas, bear hug slam. This could be it. This could be for the title cover. And a kick out by John. Very close. That could have been it, and John's in trouble. This might do it here. Bear hug by Farkas with that extended grip of his. Farkas might give John to tap out here, but John trying to escape. Booster says he can beat Brandon Styles. No, you can't. John hit with a baseball bat and stopped by Farkas. Oh, I think Farkas tried to pin him, but he couldn't thanks to Brandon Styles. Is John a member of the Shooters Club? No, he isn't, actually. John's by himself, and that's fine by John's standards. Spinning heel kick from the champion. Brandon caught with a neckbreaker drop. And Brandon has to roll out to the floor to make sure John can't go for a pin. No, John's not a member of the Shooters Club. I think John just feels better to be by himself anyway. Oh, body blocked by Farkas on Styles. Oh no, this isn't good for Brandon. Oh, suplex on the floor. And now the baseball bat from John. Well, right on Farkas and Styles. Styles throws John near the ring. Brandon taunting, which is a bad idea again. And oh my god, no. Oh my god. Oh, powerbomb to Brandon. Right on the floor. Brandon's back has got to be killing him in this match. He's been suplexed on the floor, powerbombed on the floor, thrown around. And now John countering now, going for the ribs of Brandon Styles. John is thrown back into the ring by Farkas. And now Styles throws Farkas back into the ring. That's just fair enough. I'll try to recruit him, but didn't get called back. John wants to join the club, he can. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. John likes to be alone sometimes. He does pretty well by himself. There's a Spanish fly from Brandon. Brandon to keep the title. Brandon Styles broken up by Farkas. These two men just trying to swing at each other and they can't. Right into John goes Brandon thanks to Farkas. And oh, backbreaker drop. And now John, double underhook suplex. Oh, John's trying to end this. John is trying to end the match. What is this? John, torture rack. No, wait, no, UFO. Unidentified flying opponent by John. John to win the title and a breakup by Brandon. Brandon just saved his title. Springboard DDT. And now, oh, Styles, that knee trembler. Brandon, a knee trembler to Farkas, and a breakup by John. John saving the match again. Styles in trouble. John Michael with Santa. Has Brandon on the ropes. This is not where you want to be if you're Brandon. Oh, God, oh, God. Oh, slamming on the ropes. Brandon's back. Careening again into the ropes. And now a headbutt to John. Back to his feet, though, is John. John never saying die yet. In the corner is John. Farkas could be going for that pounce off into the corner. He hits this. We might see a new champion. Here we go. Off the ropes. Bang! He drilled him with it. But Styles with a sledgehammer. Cover. Cover here. Broken up by Brandon. Brandon's springboard somehow connects with a shoulder. John back to his feet. Brandon, he's got John. Rolls him up. Schoolboy, bang, with the kick. Brandon got him. But Farkas is right back up. And Styles is the one in trouble. Thrown around by Farkas. Oh, again now, right to his ribs. And a kick by Farkas. The Baron going for Brandon. Devin says that damn UFO's move that beat me. They had that unidentified flying opponent. Wait a minute here, John's got a chair. John has a steel chair in hand. What is he doing with that chair? Instead he puts it down in a clothesline. And look at this, he's got Styles all to himself. He's got Styles in the ring all to himself. Oh no, he's got Brandon up. Oh, he's got Brandon up. Snake eyes on the ropes. John, neck breaker drop. And stomping away right at Farkas. Wait a minute, John's got the chair. John has the steel chair. Oh, and Styles moved. Styles, whoa! What a move from Brandon. Back up to their feet, those Brandon and Farkas. Roll through again. Brandon, there's the kick. Brandon, though, going for a pin. Brandon to retain. No, right before 3. That was a close one. What a big kick out by the Baron. But Styles is going for that killing blow. Styles cutter. Here we go. Brandon with a Styles cutter. Brandon, he's going to retain. Brandon to retain. It's stopped by John. John keeps the match alive again. And a knee to the face. And John, oh God, drops the elbow on Brandon's chest. Oh, well, that was brutal. And John clotheslines Farkas over the top. It was a 2.9, says Devin. Yeah, that was a 2.9 kick out for Farkas. And John with that chair is stopped by Brandon. But from behind, Farkas throws Brandon away on the floor. And John is thrown around too. Taylor says the Shooters Club member don't betray each other. Oh no, you might want to tell that about Wolfman, maybe, Taylor. Devin saying, damn it, Xavier, the match is brutal. Yeah, it's been like that, Devin. I expected it to be like that. These are two powerhouses meant to the high-flying Brandon Styles, and Styles is always on the top of his game. Brandon with a chair. Brandon Styles has a steel chair right now. Oh, but that chair is not going to be used. A clothesline from Farkas on Brandon. Brandon thrown off into the apron of the ring here. John thrown off the ropes. Farkas, bear hug slam. Oh, he's going for the power slam. He's trying to hit the power slam. Oh no, bear hug on Brandon. Brandon's back has been targeted all match long. Brandon trying to fight it. He's trying to, and John has to save Brandon Styles. Brandon might be out, though. I think Brandon's out from that bear hug. Yeah, Brandon's out. He's out cold from the bear hug. Oh, sledgehammer to his lower back. Sledgehammer to the lower to the back of Styles. And that's it. We got a new hybrid champion. And his name is Baron von Farkas. A bear hug right to the back of Styles. And John, if it wasn't for John breaking it up, the match would have been over. I think Styles would have passed out. But no, next thing you know, a sledgehammer right to the lower back. And Farkas gets the 3 and wins the hybrid championship tonight. Poor Brandon, he's going to be feeling that back for the rest of the month. Well, Devin wants the microphone, and Macau says, man, I wanted John to win. I mean, at least he wasn't pinned. I'll give John credit. At least he was not pinned by the winner of the match, which was Farkas. At least John can say he wasn't pinned. It was Brandon that got pinned. Or Styles. Well, it was a man from MSW that ended up winning. And Devin's saying, get the damn ambulance out here. Brandon's hurt. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. We're going to have to get paramedics out here. Blaze is boo-hoo. Shut up, Blaze. Devin says Farkas, he wants to talk to Baron von Farkas. I wonder what he's going to say to him. Of course, Brandon will have to get a rematch at some point in 2025. Just because Brandon had a good reign with that title. Brandon says, I'm fine, just give me some paramedics. See, I would have to give him some paramedics. The question is, what does Devin have to say? You're a good man, but what do you think about joining the Shooters? Actually, Farkas is actually already with someone, so Farkas is not going to join the Shooters Club. He's with someone already. So Farkas is going to decline that offer. He's already with someone. Styles, yes, poor Style. Yeah, he's getting some people to get him to the back, because that was bad. Oh, come on. Devin just low blowed him. Oh, wait a minute. Grit's coming out here now. Grit's out here. I'm surprised Grit is out here, and he just pulled Farkas out of the ring. He gets in the ring and tells Devin, Devin, I know we're tag partners later tonight in an 8-man, but what the hell is wrong with you? Oh, crap. It wasn't a... Oh, God, it wasn't... God damn it. God damn it. It wasn't a... Oh, come on. It wasn't Devin at all. It was It was... Oh, God damn it. It was Con Chain. That son of a bitch. That son of a bitch, Con Chain. Fuck off, Con Chain. What the hell? Con Chain? Of course, I should have known when Devin low blowed him, it was either Paul Weiss or Con Chain. No, it was Con Chain, that bitch. And now Con Chain just went after Brandon, as Brandon's trying to get help from the paramedics. God damn it, Con Chain. I hope you lose later, Con Chain, you bitch. God damn it, Con Chain. Con Chain thinks he's got more disguises than what you think. Well, he's going to be in the main event tonight in that big 8-man tag. That'll be part 2, which we're going to have pretty soon. So I'll let this, we'll end this part here, and then we will start up part number 2. So I'll be back in just a few minutes for part number 2 of the Christmas special.